wait and see if G2 will try to re-clear. And it is just going to be that quick peek. 100 Thieves start to move towards A as the door opens, but they have the spike alone. They have to get in sight first.
Icy and Trent both already taken down. Jonah P on top of heaven, and he's going to have to wait out the rotate. Valen's already grouped up with him, but Leaf is still a little bit too far ahead. Plant going in for the tree, and all players of 100 Thieves are playing inside that site. So they really want to smother right now, something that 100 Thieves have been good with, going for immediate trades. But Jonah P is able to answer first on the attempt of a retake for G2. There's the flank from behind from Leaf. Headshot onto Cryo as we ended up on the 3 versus 3. But 100 Thieves are still holding out towards the site as they all fall down in the end for G2 for a 5-man hit. G2 staying on top of heaven though. But Trent still manages to get a spray and take down Bang, and that's a spike down with 15 seconds left. 2 HP once again on this Asuna, trying to get the plant down, trying to build up the showstopper here as he gets the plant down. Hunt being thrown on the defensive side, and Trent continues to open up from the top of heaven, giving an opening for G2 to be able to move inside the site. Cryo doing whatever he could, but it's only for a 1 kill.
Yeah.
And that's great plays from G2, but off heroic plays from Trent at the just trying to make sure that on the A side, he hears the audios and see if there's any pressure coming out on the A side. And no utilities being used, but yet 100 Thieves still want to commit. They open up the C side for now, and there's no support. Icy couldn't answer back with the operator, but we'll still try to anchor it down towards the C site. Aiming it down, there's that lurk coming out from that B side. Bang going head-to-head against Trent. Prowler to push him away, but not swinging out on that, and the door opening. Realizes that it's being pushed, he falls back. Lockdown now set down towards the C site, forcing Icy to give up his position towards C. And should be now an open site for 100 Thieves to plant.
Easy hit there. What are we looking at? Han's not up. They do have a Prowler to come in with the C's. Roomba can clear, Paranoia, so decent retake here for G2, but that's a lot of members, 100 Thieves ready for it.
Trent has a Nightfall available and is still trying to wait it out. Potentially just waiting on the timing of the smokes and maybe even counter back on the Nightfall thrown on the attack side by EU. Off shot missed though by Icy. Difficult to retain now with this operator, and he's hoping to land one, but it's EU going for that wide swing. A double swing out from the Thieves to give the advantage and forcing now G2 to fall back, and also site on lock. 100 Thieves trying to pivot back towards the A side. Paranoia to push him away. 36 seconds left on the clock. There's the showstopper going out from Asuna, trying to take control towards Rubble. Players are falling down towards that Rubble side, but Valen not before he takes down Bang in the process. 3 also still available on the defensive side for G2 for the retake. Leaf almost got caught, or almost caught one rather. He's trying to cross inside this A site.
Ultimate coming down. That's going to have to move the operator out of tree too. This is actually a sticky situation here for 100 Thieves, and G2 keep an eye on that doorway.
Trying to TP with the timing too. Actually sticks it. There's the push towards that spawn. They all fall. Oh my. There's that showstopper this time on the defensive side as the door opens up for a second time. BB door now open. Jonah B just waiting around the corner. Showstopper denied though by Asuna on the other side, and we tied up the situation for the round. 33 seconds left, but the spike is down and covered by Jonah B. Just inside Hobbit, and Bucio's trying to lurk up. A battle towards the A side, won by Trent, and Bucio once again cannot capitalize and surprise an opponent on a rotate.
20 seconds left.
At least punishes Leaf towards the end, but Jonah P still holds his ground. Moving forward with the knife out. He flies away just like the wand. And Jonah P's allowed.
Absolutely shut down 100 Thieves when they open the door.
There's the alarm bot, gets broken. Bucio walks away.
Jeez.
And Trent, meanwhile, though, does get the Odin spray onto EU as the door has opened on the A side. And there's that late lurk.
Damn.
It is punished by Jonah P. You can't cross, you can't sneak through him right now. Hunt spots the last 3 players of 100 Thieves over towards the A side. There's not too much time left. They have to commit now towards the tree. Paranoia now pushes Trent away. But it's a 1-for-1. G2 still with the upper hand. And this might be it for the call. Spike is already down, and the last 2 players just trying to survive. One towards the tree. Door opens up as Cryo's about to get flanked. Snakebite doesn't allow for him to get out. And losing his weapon will be huge, but he's going to be able to save it for now. And there's that swing out, and finally Leaf is going to be able to take him down, and that's going to put a lot of pressure in the economy. They're going to be aware of this, especially with the turret down, and nobody's watching that flank anymore. Nothing watching the flank, and not even a lurk towards the east side. So Mike seems once again to come middle play towards the C side. Still utility available for G2, and we open up with a showstopper for Asuna. Satchel's missing. It's trying to clear out the site. No shots inside the smoke. Where currently an Odin is inside of that.
Spike planted.
Sacrifices himself to open up the site, though. Trent has fallen down. Pit coming out for 100 Thieves. Plant has also been put down for the side of 100 Thieves, and there's a lockdown to try to run down that timer.
Icy's one away from ult.
Can't find the kills yet. There's that juggle coming out from Leaf. And that will have to forfeit potentially until this fight comes through, and Busio winning that fight was important for them to convert this round. You already see Leaf being detained for a bit. You talked about the showstopper. He gets the kill onto that one. Not yet wanting to pop it up, though. Waiting for Leaf to move up with him. But time is of the essence. It might be it. They might just want to decide to save. Especially with these kills coming through, it's only going to work on the economy. No matter what the round's going to be in favor of 100 Thieves.
Raise all like that is to jump at the Raze at that close of a distance. Here, though.
Spoke down, though. There's that swing out from Valen. Ties up the situation for round number 12. So, yes, a nice little highlight play from Busio. But the action still continues and goes in favor of G2 as Jonah P picks up Asuna, trying to play inside the nanos. And that's going to be the lockdown out from Leaf to push away 100 Thieves, away from the C site.
Slowly backing away. They know this is going to reset it on both sides, so both teams take a breath. 30 seconds now. This positioning here by EU could find one. Just a shoulder!
Catching Trent off guard, was trying to find some utility information. Or throw utility to find information. Nightfall also confirms that the A site is clear, but they don't know that there's somebody out. Now they do, especially with that Prowler being thrown by EU. A fight towards it, spawn one by Busio. Valen, the IGL fragger once again. And it's up to the other IGL of the Thieves on a 1 versus 2. 3 HP left, wounded from the fight by Leaf. The KJ did, oh my God, the IGL death. The Red Bull clutch for Busio to give the Thieves 5 rounds.
Wall across B as we would expect. And we get a big B hit from G2 to start off. Icy's in the site.
Already opening up. And that's a Han that's not going to get any information. Pain Shells though does land. He tries to land it for a second kill. Valen's out there for the trade. And it's in favor of G2 so far. Bang though, last player standing. 1 versus 2. Spike is down out in the open, but Leaf moves out with it, Sheriff. And no chance here for Bang to go for the clutch.
Gonna ask. Odin for Leaf here, so they start getting some spam on that attack side in.
He used damage, and they were trying to fight for the... Oh, what a wall bang there from Valen. All the counter sprays coming out from G2, and there's no chance for 100 East to really set up here for the control towards Rubble.
My ultimate is ready.
This, wow, is surgical right now for G2. 100 Thieves looking much different than he did against Sentinels yesterday. But it's more in the preparation of G2 coming into this series so far.
This focus on the orb, the focus on C, basically all game. And they're going to try to get inside immediately.
G2 wants to close it right now. Asuna picked off here by Icy, and they have all the utilities to work with here for the take and for the pulse plan, and it's not even needed. The lockdown was always available, but it's just G2 running in for the kills. Now the pit comes out, making it a lot more difficult now for EU and Busio to try to come back and save the round for the Thieves. He'll definitely know and hear it soon. The lockdown should be coming out to secure the round. It just depends now on what EU and Busio are going to try to do when they have no utility to work with. And there's that haunt. Gives away EU's position and somehow lands that headshot onto Icy. And that's a good pick, though, because that's a Nightfall to get more information. Busio then with a second one up to Trent, but that lockdown is still out there. That's going to run the clock down even more. Down to a 2 versus 3. Valen's low in HP. That's trying to move back here, hit by the Nightfall. But things are looking too good now for G2 as EU is trying to close in the gap. Jonah P still holding his ground. Nanoswarm in, coming in to delay even to defuse on that spike. And that's going to be a nail in the coffin. G2 crushes 100 Thieves on the first map.
Buddy, over towards security right now, trying to get themselves, and not security, sorry, over to that right side, trying to get to B.
Really, now Jonah P just got picked off and spotted by the recon outside for 100 Thieves, so that's going to initiate the execution towards the site. There's that launch towards that back. It kind of pinned Jonah P. No opportunity to move out as Leaf is now alone. Forcing out, holding it out there with the first kill for Asuna, but not enough for the rest of the teammates to rotate over. But Icy now trying to hold his ground on the top of heaven. Rotation coming through from his teammates. 2 of them moving out towards the Ivy. And Bang is currently waiting just at the bottom. And he's just trying to waste that clock down. Smoke on the top, the double swing from Ivy. There's that pick from Bang. onto Bang, and Valen gets the second onto Cryo. At this spot here, there's an opportunity to get sprays with the Sheriff. EU forced to drop down as he's smoked out. And after the tap, the double swing out, beautifully played by G2 towards the end as they convert another pistol round.
The attackers to have to run through multiple walls depending on where they're coming from, at least twice.
Yeah.
Unless they're coming straight from spawn to go around it. So that makes it difficult as well, and 100 Thieves think about it one more time before they get a little bit of util here in A.
30 seconds
Recon, though, is going to get the ping towards that back of the site. They don't know where Leaf could be. And there's that plant denial, the Thrash coming out, and Leaf is forced to fall back for a bit.
Flank.
It's coming here through towards U-Haul, towards the fence, broken now by Boostio. The fight towards the back wall by Valen. And Leaf will also win that fight against Boostio, so the lurk now denied. 2 Guardians against 2 Vandals. They have to move in to try to get the plant down, avoiding at least a suck. And the plant is going to go down for Asuna. The swing right after, though, as Leaf is going to get that pick. EU not left alone, lurking in the same spot as Boostio did before, waited by Valen, and G2 convert their bonus round.
Third.
Smokes in
Right.
towards the A side. Now we're going to have a smoke and a suck available. There you go, gets popped up. Wingman just running like he's in a nightmare. Couldn't cross over to get the plant yet. But Asuna will score the first blood against Icy. A lot of value coming out from the recon, and Trent gets 2 through the smoke. Asuna did not put the repel to trade it back. Hunter's Fury available for EU on a pulse plant. And he's stuck outside alone towards A.
No charges left.
With Cryo inside the site. And this might be that ultimate that might secure the round here for 100 Thieves. Cryo with his Blade Storm still. Damaged by the Shark Dart at the very beginning before the wall comes up. A dagger reaction right in the head of Jonah, and gets the other one at the Valen. And 100 Thieves will finally be able to convert. And there's that utility. The ult's being used by 100 Thieves, and Hunter's Fury out from Trent. There's that ping on the first one. The repel to the top, but too late. Busto gets picked off, but at least the plant will go down for 100 Thieves.
Quick lurking.
Trying to move through, denies there the Hunter's Fury. Not expected by 100 Thieves. Plant comes down, a 2 versus 4, and the lockdown is going to make it now difficult for the last 2 players to hold it through. He's trying to battle inside of it. They've evened up the situation for the last 2 players, and now it's a 1 versus 1. Bang versus Trent. Fake TP across, and now Trent is walking up. He wants to fight it. He's crouching down, but Bang is ready!
Pretty deep Thrash here, but trying to get lower site info.
And info is that the site is clear all over towards the B side. You're gonna have G2 to try to have to take a retake with an op in hand, but at least they have the dimensional drift. And in a map like this, we could spray a lot. There's potentially good value you could get outside of this dimensional drift. There's Icy now moving in.
She's still gunning for
Trying to spot that information. Gets the input that there's 2 right there towards the lane. The flash to come out, and the Thrash still delays for a bit. Molly Shock Dart, no contact. Dizzy, blinding Leaf. As now we're about to get a battle just around the corner towards the lane. That's 2 kills now in favor of G2. Trying to get the wallbang kills, and Leaf finally converts onto Cryo, while the rest of 100 Thieves falls inside the B side, off the flank from Valid on top of that. Space inside this A site, unless you see this TP from Bang, but he cancels it. It was only to try to find information as they realize once again that G2's playing for the retake.
Still, even with that smoke, you see him taking down Wingman as it goes to the plant. Oh, this is sketchy.
In favor now of 100 Thieves, and there's finally a utility to delay.
Okay.
The swing out from the top of heaven. Thrash towards the back spawn, and it spawns a couple of players, though. Actually, 3 of them towards the spawn yet. Busio was trying to swing that fight at security. Denied by the Asuna, though. Anchoring alone, and there's that trade off from Bang. Up shot missed, but Jonah P's right there. Still a 2 versus 1. EU now alone. One of the players that you want left alive here for 100 Thieves are trying to clutch around for you. There's that first headshot under Trent. And Jonah P, the other one of the highest in the clutch now in the VCT Americas. Recon dart towards the ground and paints him out, but he crouches under all of it and gets the kill onto EU, but there's no time for the defuse. The round still goes in favor of 100 Thieves as EU gets the Red Bull clutch. There's that same execution. Potentially a paranoia to go out towards the heaven, but you're trying to leverage the Owl Drone to get a Hunter's Fury pick inside the site, but it doesn't clear enough. Alan Jones stops here at the mid side of the A site. Recon Dart, though, does get the ping onto Icy. There's another one that gets a lot of value on the side of Trent. Plant still denied this time around by G2. Big flash to come through as players are falling down now for 100 Thieves. And the lurk finally identified by Leaf, who makes sure sure that Busio stays on the ground. Things off.
Can 100 Thieves grab the pistol? Is our question, right? It's been something it was seen to need here in the rounds. Lane action.
That's a nice read by Busio to start a trip set in a great place now, but Jonah P and G2 has something else to say. Heavily wounded at least though for G2, trying to move inside the site, but it's only right now Trent out towards the lane, all alone as Asuna slipped in through the net, inside the smoke, finally pushed away by Nana Swarms. But the 1-for-1 Bang now alone. That now guarantees the plant for G2 out towards the lane for the spam towards danger. It's just waiting it out. Let go of the button by accident, gives a chance now for Bang to close that gap and get into a high ground. Nice little jiggle that came out though from Trent. And that gives away Bang's position. Jonah P trying to make it difficult now for Bang to get information. The wall came up to allow Trent also to fall back, and there's that smoke for the defuse. The tap first, the recon dart goes in, and Jonah P walks up towards that ramp.
Six was talking about this is where they're going to find their advantage on the map once they can get it into play. We have to see for ourselves. Okay.
We've realized now that there's an operator out in the hands of 100 Thieves, and in the end, for G2, it is a buy that's going to be healthy enough for the next to get a full gun round. Decoy now being pushed out, allowing Jonah P to slip through. And he's trying to find a timing now, just by the boxes. Plant now coming down over the dizzy spots, and that's an easy kill for Cryo. Ooh! Dink from the Stinger long range. There's the other trip coming across, and that's the second time that it gets activated, so they have to be aware for this for G2 moving forward. But so far, it's looking pretty good for 100 Thieves to close out on a flawless. Trent, last player standing, sprayed across on the smoke. There's the damage being done. There's the jump through from Cryo, and a right click to seal the deal for 100 Thieves to win their gun round.
Inserted Leaf, just waiting over towards that B side. Looks like they do want to get a re-hit as Cryo starts. So Asuna headshot through the wall.
And now the battle won by Asuna. And now we try to walk in, the lineup coming through. And fakes to fakes, inserting players moving forward inside the site now for G2.
My gosh.
That's 2 flawlesses in a row now for 100 Thieves. And oh, it was spotted. Leaf now trying to look forward. Shock darts inside the site. There's that double cage, and Busio definitely wants to play towards the lane. A TP towards the back. It's actually working out now for G2. This allows now the ults to come through. There's that pit coming out from Jonah P inside this B site. And again, the Hunter's Fury moving all the way back towards the spawn on the attack.
And they have to retake this with an op against the low-buy weapons that are already a huge priority inside a pit.
And now it comes down to if you decide to use this scratch to try to retake that site. 2 of them now pinned out just on the extremity outside the pit. Out towards Ivy. Dizzy spots 2, and there's Icy though. Able to play close range. Trail from behind. That's gonna drop. Drop that onto Icy.
3v2.
We turned it around, but remember, this Hunter's Fury is still available for Trent, and it seems as though time has been wasted enough right now for G2 to leverage this. Tap on that spike, and they'll be able to hold on to the Hunter's Fury no matter what. Smart play now for G2 to convert the 50 round and to regain the lead.
Oh my gosh, they don't even have...
For a bit, dimensional drift, and a Thrash to try to answer back. Hunter's Fury to be shot out now on the attack side. There's a TP towards the back, though the crowd's gonna fall. Advantage now coming out for G2, and a punishment once again out from Icy onto EU. Only 2 players left alive. It's a full rotate out from 100 Thieves from Bang and Busio, and a perfect setup once again for G2 on a pulse plant.
Where's the money for 100 Thieves right now? It looks okay for another buy here because G2 is putting the pressure on. 100 Thieves are going to have to come up with something here. These rounds from G2 are just so strong. Coming out, knowing that they can rebuttal against the ultimate, coming in from Asuna with a quick Hunter's Fury, but also playing off of that as if it was the strat they wanted to run in the first place.
Gate crash, fake gate crash, pushed over, beautiful crossfire. It's too good now for G2. Only needing 2 more rounds to get a spot now at Champions and Seoul. Back towards the spawn at security. That's where G2 is able to group back together towards this B site and now execute in. Cagers are now coming up from Busio, but the trips are still good, and the recon as well. And it's a 1-for-1 though. Smokes all over the site. It's Pandemonium moving inside. And it's Jonah P able to drop down the op. Plant now coming down for Trent at 24 seconds left. Jonah P trying to find that flank, and there's nobody there. Two players now grouped up towards Ivy. Asuna trying to get the wingman out to try to get information. It does find Trent towards that back, but no Spam's going to be able to take him down. He's actually the one that's able to headshot Asuna. To swing out toward the left side. Beautiful crisp shot onto Bang. And EU potentially has no choice but to try to save this weapon. But right now at 11-9, he feels the pressure. He feels like he has to go for the heroic play. Tap on that spike, the suck to keep him away. And that's potentially going to be it. All the players now set up, the jiggles coming out, and G2 on top of that get the final kill and puts themselves.
They're choosing the soft site though for the side of G2. Such good movement throughout this entire series, and they may get it on their last round too.
And the orb now allowing the dimensional drift to move inside the B side. This may be the final push out for G2 to close the series. Now finding all the info towards that back. First blood scored by G2. Plant also coming down for G2. Hunter's Fury, no value out for the 100 Thieves. And now it's time to play the post plant. IC's holding back towards the site, towards the main entrance, potentially playing for sprays once again. And 100 Thieves have to run down towards the ramp to fight.
Exactly, they need this push as well coming around, or they cannot do much. Already time dwindling on that spike, and they're not going to have much once they get the kills pushing forward to get back and defuse.
And there you go, there's a concuss coming through. There is actually the wingman coming out from Austin. It's down to halfway. Dizzy now being thrown towards the danger. Bangs with the flank, but it's spotted by Leaf. Now EU answering back to push down, but the Fuse comes in for Boostio. And they fight another round here for 100 Thieves. On top of that, 4 kills for EU. Just to hold back towards the A site for 100 Thieves. And it's a Hunter's Fury just to make sure that it looks back towards that side. It does get the ping onto EU. It gets the kill onto EU and a ping onto Bang. Another opportunity for G2 to now close it through, but Bang trades it out before he falls. TB towards the back, waited and greeted by Cryo. Cryo will make a play again. It's down to a one-on-one. Spike yet to be planted. Trent with the recon. Boostio the IGL, only with the Guardian now for 100 Thieves. And he's trying to wrap it around right now. Trent's trying to find him. Oh, and they look through at the wrong angles. And this gives an opportunity now for Trent to set up for a plant, but he goes for a tap instead. Looks up, misses the shots, and now can confirm another fake plant to try to move through. And playing it smart is Boostio, throwing the hat down, and that resets the momentum now for both of these players.
Left.
Goes for the plant. Double shot
now. It's Boostio forced to move forward. Reload coming out from Trent. Shock darts, no damage being done. Boostio now wrapping on the other side. Guardian shot misses. Vandal shot also misses on the side of Trent. And it's the waiting game. Falling back towards the security. And he could now play the time in his favor for Trent. Boostio always afraid that there's going to be a swing somewhere, so doesn't want to upgrade to a weapon, doesn't want to give away his position, finally spots him, and this might be it right here. Pre-fired shots coming out from Trent, recon dart coming through, the push forward by Boostio, the headshot from Trent, and they get it done! G2 ascends, not only from challengers, but ascends to